6960.
Yo, yo, yo. It's your girl, Bella Bella Cinderella. Welcome to Blaze City. So today is a new day. So let me set you ablaze with my topic for today. So, you guys, the topic for today is called choices. I know. Where is she going with this? But you guys, it is called choices. So, with that being said, let's get right on into it. So, the definition, plural noun, choices, an act of selecting or making a decision when faced with two or more possibilities. Similar, the right or ability to make or possibly, or the possibility of making such a selection. Example, I had to do it. I had no choice. We've all said that plenty of times in a lot of situations where we just feel like we have no choice and we have to. So, choice, specific words that an author would select, convey meaning, tone, and action. So, it's not just what an author would say, it is us personally. We convey different ways. We say it differently. We mean our tones, our actions. Everything comes into play when it comes with choices. But let me give y'all the Cambridge Dictionary definition. The highest quality being the most suitable, pleasing, or effective. Highest quality, you guys. Like, this is top shelf. So, we're going to get into this. Like, who don't want top shelf? Who doesn't want something that is suitable or pleasing and especially effective? So, but there are three types of choices. So you do have consumer choices, complex choices, personal choices. Little side note though, understand the choices we make, how they will affect other people. So I want y'all to keep that in the back of your head. But I'm going to break down these choices for us, okay? So, consumer, a person who purchases goods and services for personal use. You know, food, maid service, daycare service. That's more of a consumer choice. So, when it comes down to being a consumer, we as humans are picky on what we put in our bodies or what we buy. So, we all have a preference on specific things. So it may be food or clothing. So we all have a choice on how we want to present ourselves. All right, complex. Consisting of many different and connected parts. These things have a great impact on your life. So I'll give you an example. When it says consisting of differing and connected parts, so what connects together? Your job, school, your kids, your home life, your relationships. Well, I would say relationship to a certain extent. It can be complex with you and that particular person, but relationships come in different forms. I'm not just saying a significant other in relationships. I mean a business relationship, a friend relationship, the relationship you have with your kids, your job relation. Those relationships matter a lot too, and they do affect our lives a lot, and sometimes we don't realize how much they affect us until. And then we have personal, of or concerning one's private life, affecting or belonging to a particular person rather than to anyone else. So I'll read that one more time. Personal, of or concerning one's private life, affecting or belonging to a particular person rather than to anyone else. So personally, we all have our personal personal choices, you know? So with that being, the decisions that we make, sometimes we just make them for us. So personally, that means when you are personally making a choice for yourself, you are doing things that makes you better, regardless of what others may feel or others may think or how others act. It's personally a choice that you make for you. So, good example would be peace. Peace is never free. And knowing that peace is not free, are you willing to give up whatever it is that is hindering you from having that peace? So knowing the difference in which we sometimes overlook the effects that they may or can bring. So the choices that we make affect us all in different ways. And sometimes when we make our choices, we just make a choice. So we make choices every day. Some are relevant and some can be life altering. Yet this is an objective that is inevitable. So we make choices every day. We make a choice to get up out the bed. You make a choice to go to work. You know, these are things that are inevitable. You have no choice. Furthermore, we are prone to make mistakes. Like, we're going to make a lot of mistakes, especially within the choices that we choose. So we all have free will. We all have the opportunity to make our own decisions. But yet, when making those decisions, sometimes we don't think about the others. So, in that being said, we will second guess ourselves. Something I know we do, whether it be intentional or not, we do second guess ourselves. So, to be honest, I'm kind of more or less lost right now on how to explain this. Because in ways, our choices make us who we are. Those choices, some are mistakes. I don't even say, I do say they're mistakes, but every mistake is more of, every choice that you make is going to be a teachable moment or a lesson learned. And I reiterate that in every episode. I tell you guys, the choices we make, like, we have to make choices. But when we make a choice, it is a decision that is sometimes prompted by a particular situation or impulse. So sometimes we go through so much, and when you feel like, or you see that you have an opening, we take it, not knowing the outcome of it. But we choose to, I would say I would choose to let go of things that are not beneficial. And when I say beneficial, I mean things that benefit my well-being, my spiritual, my mental. If you're not here to elevate, if we can't elevate each other to reach for the stars or grab a hold to a star, then you're not here to help. You're here to hinder. That is a choice. So, furthermore, I will allow this to be something that we all think about, because in any situation, we make decisions sometimes hastily, and then sometimes we make decisions out of anger. But everyone, I need y'all to know this much. We are stronger than our situation. So allow your choices to be a reflection of your growth, your humbleness, and your perception of greatness. So regardless of the choices that we have to make, some may be good, some may be bad, but when you make the choice, make sure you're making the choice for you and not for others, but understand how your choices will affect other people. So we sometimes are inconsiderate of other people's feelings, or we don't take other people into account for the choices that we make individually. Now, the choices that you make collectively can still have reprehensible damage. Like, sometimes we don't think, we just act. And not all the time is just acting on an impulse the best situation when it comes down to making a choice. So when I was like, okay, so choices, like some simple choices. We make simple choices every day. It's a given. We make a simple choice every day just to get out the bed. We make a choice to if we're going to work or not. Like, these are things that we do every day. We make choices all day. Whether they be consumer, complex, or personal, we make choices every day. But every choice that you make strives you for better, strives you for greatness. Because when you are doing things to better yourself, the choices that you make, the choices that you are making will be apparent. It'll show. Understand this, when people do things, not everybody's going to like what you do. Not everybody's going to like the choices that you decide to make. But understand this. I tell my friends, and I tell my kid, I'm living my life. And I say this, we as parents, some of us live vicariously through our kids, which is not a good thing. Allow your kid to be a kid. This is my opinion. But it's the fact of the choices we make. And like I tell my kids, I want you to make a lot of mistakes. I want you to make mistakes because mistakes will make you into who you need to be. But it's the fact of learning from a mistake. Sometimes we don't learn, but in the fact of us not learning, we go through a lot. We fight ourselves. We take things out on ourselves when understand we are our worst critic. The hardest battle you'll ever fight will be man versus self. We judge ourselves harder than others judge us because sometimes we may not like what we see. But in that case, when you don't like what you see, you have a choice. Some things can be changed. And then some things can't be changed to where people, I will say this, there are a lot of changes we can make personally for ourselves. Some things will be apparent and some will not. And the ones that are not apparent, they'll show and people will see. That's when we're in situations where we humble ourselves and a person can see the growth of how you used to react to a certain situation and how you react to a situation now. Understand, you guys, there's a time and place for everything. There's a time and place to get rowdy if need be, and there's a time and place to just not do anything. Understand, y'all, Karma is one crazy female. And when she comes, Karma has no, how do I say? Karma doesn't see color, race, ethnic background, sexual orientation. Karma doesn't care. It doesn't matter what it is. Karma does not care. So understand the choices that we make. Some of our choices can have lifelong detrimental things. And then some of our choices can be the best choices that we ever make in life. And then you'll feel like, dang, I should have made this choice a long time ago. But you didn't. But see, that's the thing. We second guess ourselves so much. Whether it be from clothes, food, where we want to go, if we're going out, hairstyles, women. This is basically us. Men and studs, y'all do the same. Haircuts, how you want to get your hair done this time, or if this fit gonna match these shoes, or should you wear a brim, ball cap, snapback, or Kango. Yeah, so it gets drastic. The choices we make choices on a daily, and sometimes we don't think about those things that we do on a daily because of it's natural. It comes like it's second nature. So sitting there, and when you contemplate and you weigh your options out, sometimes our cause is not greater. Well, our need sometimes is not greater than the cause. So I'll say that again. Sometimes our need is not greater than the cause. Sometimes we just choose what we prefer. And in doing that, everything doesn't always fall the way we want it to. It's like the dominoes. When you put them up and do another domino effect, it affects a lot of people with the choices that we make. So y'all have to understand, we are capable of having the world. So it's up to us to make it happen. We have to do better, you guys. And I don't mean that I mean that for me too. I've made a lot of mistakes. And Sometimes we all wish that we could have a time machine and go back and start all over. But the question sometimes is, where would you be if you started over? If you have children, would your children be here if you started over? You may not have walked down that same path that you went this time to have your children. Sometimes it may be good. You may be able to work on your career or work on a business that you want for yourself without, I wouldn't say kids are a distraction, but kids are a handful. Kids require a lot. So it's a matter of, sometimes we can't handle that. Sometimes that situation gets hard, but yet we still have to strive for it. Like, Rome wasn't built in a day. And if you believe in Christ, if you believe in Jesus, you believe in Mary, if you believe in a higher power, whatever your higher power is, understand nothing happens overnight. Nothing changes overnight. Besides time. Time does change, because time changed so quickly, you guys. I didn't even know it. But the steps that we take to better ourselves, the choices that we make to make ourselves better, a lot of people will not approve. But understand, it is not for them to approve. It is for you and you alone to achieve a goal or to achieve a dream, to grab hold to something that you worked for, not someone else. And sometimes we mistakenly forget that we are not superhuman, y'all. We're human, but we're only one person. We are only one person, and we can only do so much. But we as humans put so much on ourselves. Women, we put so much on being the mother, being a good wife, friend, sister. We put a lot on ourselves to be competitive in this work world, to equal out to the fact of sometimes there are stereotypes when it comes down to, or you're not good enough because of you're a woman. Now, men, this goes the same way with you. It's hard being an alpha male. Y'all have a lot. Because being a man, and if you're married, a man has a lot to worry about to make sure his home is taken care of. Making sure the bills are paid. As they say, quote unquote, happy life. A happy wife, happy life. Well, that goes the same way with a happy husband, a happy life. You don't ever want your significant other to be looking other places when they have it at home. So understand the choices that we make affect us in more than one way. So I'd say we all just need to this year, let's make better choices. Sometimes situation may arise and we can't make that particular decision that we want to, or the choice that we want to make because of. Understand, every choice, as I said, there's an action, there's a consequence for every action. And for every action, there's a reaction. Like I asked you guys earlier, is your need bigger than the cause? Is it worth losing everything you have to satisfy the flesh? Choice. is giving up this car that you have, that you paid for and had for, let's say, 4 years. Is it worth giving up for a brand new car that you have to now make payments on? You know, sometimes I say this, y'all, it's good to take chances, because if you don't take a chance, you'll never know what you can find or what'll happen or what opportunity is waiting for you on the side, because you took the chance. But this year, you guys, we're in March. It's about to be St. Patrick's Day. You guys, my son is about to turn 9 on Sunday. So make sure, everybody, you got your green on, because it is about to be St. Patty's Day. I hope everybody will enjoy their St. Patrick's Day, getting ready for Easter. Those beautiful pictures of our children for Easter and us dressed up for Easter. If you do dress up. Sorry, you guys, my nose is like on fire, allergies. But doing those things, those are personal choices, complex choices, everyday choices, and we overlook those things, those little bitty things that matter the most. Some of us try to, I'd say this, why reach for a star? Well, no. Why reach for why reach for emptiness when I have given you and I've given you the space, and I filled this space up with any and everything that you need? Why make a choice to give it all away or to give it up, knowing that this choice and this opportunity may never come back? Now, look, you guys, I'm not saying don't make choices. I'm saying go after your dreams. Do what you feel is best for you. Allow that to be your growth, humbleness, and your perception of greatness. But understand, the choices that we do make, there are people who will be affected by those choices. So, if the choice that you have made is, if you can live with that choice, then hey, all for it. Sometimes we make choices and then we regret the choices that we make. Y'all, let's start not regretting things. Let's start not saying if, what if. No, live life. This is about living and learning how to navigate this world. There's no handbook for it, and we are just taking it one day at a time. So either every day is going to be a teachable moment, or it'll be a lesson learned. But with those two things, you've made a choice. So you can make a choice to better yourself for you, and then bettering you will be better for your kids, your husband, your wife, your family. You'll be a better person because you're better for you. Y'all, make the choice. Choose yourself first. Because understand, no one is going to love you no one's going to love you how you love you. People say they love you, and people may love you. But everybody's love is different. We have situations where people's love come with stipulations. So let's cut all the stipulations, you guys. Let's do this right. Let's just live. Just live. There's so much going on in this world, you guys, that we just need to start living and being kind. Saying one kind word to somebody that you don't know. You never know what a person is going through. But it's a choice for you to open up your mouth and say hi, or I hope you have a better day. Who knows? But understand this much. We all walk the same path. We all will be in those shoes one day. So if you want somebody to give you that same respect, give that respect now. Because you never know what time and this life will bring you. You never know what obstacles or trials or tribulations that you'll have to go through. And you may go through the same thing that you saw someone else go through, but you were so rude to them, but now you out here. And that one person that you were rude to comes back to give you a hand. The irony in that. So I just want to say, you guys, thank you. Like, it's been so much going on, you guys, but hey, living and learning every day is another day to get it right. So that's what we're going to do, y'all. We're going to get it right. We're going to strive for perfection. We are going to be perfection. We're going to show them what we can do. So I just want to say thank you for letting me set you ablaze with my topic. I'm your girl, Bella Cinderella. Love and light. Mwah.